Hello, hello. Give me 1 minute to set up my YouTube side, guys. I only have a little while, but let's see. Oh my gosh, it's so windy out there. All right, all right, all right, all right. I gotta go over to this side. Oh, there's so much. I want to put the replay so that you can see it. All right, everybody, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's just little old me. I figured I had a few minutes before I start my next projects. Hey, Giggles and Heroic. Oh, you did. Oh, my God. I just noticed I haven't taken a shower yet. Good morning, Dawnlight. Good morning, everybody. I had a few minutes. The kids have half a day today. I think it's teacher things going on. CJ, good morning. Giggles. I hope it's an apron. I hope it's an apron. I do. I was so busy yesterday because I didn't want to sit down because my back, I've been having this pain right here. I know it's muscle. So when I lay down, it bothers me. So I try not to sit down all day. I was on my feet all day. I made that spaghetti sauce and everybody loved it. I was surprised it came out. Now I have this big 16-quart pot. It's like half full. So I'm going to freeze it. I'm going to put it in freezer bags and lay it flat and freeze it because it's not enough to can. They did, Heroic. They were gone and cashed in like right away. Thank you again. Hey, Shift Kicker. Good morning, Guns. So, yeah, I spent the day dealing with this pasta sauce. What else did I do? Oh, I went downstairs and I put everything that was on my drop table in my buckets. Checked all my lids. I found like 5 or 6 jars that popped their seal, so I had to reseal those. Now on my vacuum sealed dry goods, I decided to go and put my rings on, and I had shelves and shelves full. I had estimated about 100 jars. So I was putting rings on all my dry goods because I feel like with them popping their seals, at least if I have the rings on, it keeps them tight. At least the pasta, anyway. The rest of it, I'll still go down and check my seals, but I think I'm going to get away from doing so much in jars. I know it's good to keep pretty much any rodent out, but we don't have that bad of a problem. Thrive Life Meats, Heroic, 25 plus years. That's why I do it. Same with I think it's the cheeses. I know the sour cream is 5 to 7 years. I think we have on our site, in our side, our consultant side, a chart, and I will look for that. I'm going to write that down to do today. And if I can find the chart, I will post it on my community tab. Thrive Life Shelf Life, because I know we do have one. I'm not sure whereabouts it is. I couldn't believe it. I woke up this morning and I had a customer. She signed up as a consultant. She placed like a $2,500 order. This was when I first started. Then she decided she didn't want to be a consultant because it was just for her. So now every few months she places like $1,000 order. I'm like, whoa. So I woke up this morning and there was a $1,000 order for her. And I realized and I found out that as a customer, you guys have referral codes because she was giving out her referral code. Like as a customer, you can get your friends to try it. And anytime somebody that you give that code to orders, you get credit off of your orders. So she used a couple $100 in free credit that she must have gave out her code. And some people ordered, because I have so many customers, I don't know these people. Some of them are from here, but some are just. So she got enough in credit to get $200-300 off her order, which is great. I don't get commission on that, but my commission is really not that much, so I don't care. I'm not in it for the money anyway. But when I saw her, I'm like, wow. So she placed a really big order again. So she must do, save up every couple months and place an order. But I'm glad I didn't lose her, because I hadn't seen her in a couple months. But it was nice to see people stocking their shelves. And when she started, she grilled me. She had question upon question upon question. And she just realized being a consultant wasn't for her. It was better for her to be a monthly subscriber. So I'm glad she's stocking, because when I saw that order, I'm like, wow, she's stocking. That is so good. But yeah, I have an order coming for sausage crumbles. I love the sausage crumbles. Oh my God. And I got some instant milk I want to try. Their flour is fabulous. Fabulous. But like I said, it was $20 a can. And I can get a can from the LDS cannery for $5.38. And I tested them both. I have them open side by side up on my shelf, and there's no difference really. So Chris was sitting at the table last night, and he mentioned if he doesn't have to work this Saturday, he wants to go to the LDS cannery and see if they have any more flour to stock up on. So for him to say it, because I'm the one that does all that. Hey, Mayhem, Chris. Yeah. So I'm going to throw my Thrive Life link in there. They've gotten more freeze dryers, so it's not so much of a wait anymore. Let me just throw my link in there. And literally I get an email saying my stuff's being shipped in 2 days, if that. It was like a day and a half, and I got an email saying my order was shipping. So they're not that behind on shipping at all, not like they were before. So get your Thrive Life, guys. Get your Thrive Life. We're pretty good. I have a bunch of flour downstairs, so I'm good for a while. But for Chris to say it, I was like, I wasn't talking him out of it. It's 25 years on the shelf. So. But I've read, I'm on a group stocking our shelves on Facebook. Such a good group. It's people all around the United States and the world, and they talk about their areas, and some of them are in some of these businesses that have food, and they teach about canning and vacuum sealing, and any question you have. It's a freaking awesome group. And I read a lot of people in certain areas, their LDSs didn't have anything. They were running out. So I'm going to call before we drive out with the gas prices. I'm calling in the morning before we drive out there. If he doesn't have to work, if he has to work, then we're just going to let him work. Giggles, it's the Church of Latter-day Saints. If you Google it, they have an online one, but you'd have to pay for the shipping, but still. Yeah, Church of Latter-day Saints. And I used to take a group over there to our Worcester location, and we'd spend half the morning packaging up the foods, because they had a food pantry. So we would weigh the produce, put it in bags for them, so that when they give them to their people, the public that comes. So that's what we did. And they had when you walk in, they have an area where the general public can come in and buy. And so I found them doing my job, and I would buy cases of it, not knowing how it tasted or not knowing anything about prepping at the time, because this was back in 2017. And I still have a lot of it. I opened a can of the flour. Perfect. They have the spaghetti bites that Sierra and Todd love. It's just broken up pieces of spaghetti in a number 10 can with an oxygen absorber. They have elbows. They have their hot cocoa is so good. It's in a Mylar bag. They have dry milk in a Mylar bag. So it's packaged for 25 plus, and it's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. It was cheaper back in 2017, but it's cheap. They have dehydrated onions and carrots and oats, and they have rolled oat. They have old fashioned oats or something like that. They have wheat berries. They have all that. Very good, but they're getting hit hard right now. So a lot of places I'm reading are running out. Hey, Sassy Cat. I like that name. Hey, Mayhem. Yeah, so I got things to do today. I made a big pot of spaghetti sauce and two packages of spaghetti so that we could have leftovers. And I'm gonna take some of that spaghetti today. Oh, my recipe's in the kitchen, and make that Mongolian beef. I just took out a pound of ground beef. The kids will probably have the spaghetti and sauce, but I'm gonna freeze most of the sauce. And I'm gonna make those Congo bars. I gotta find it. That's on my to-do list. I'm making the Congo bars. There'll be a video for that. I'm gonna go clean my bathroom. I got laundry towels to fold, but I have to pick the kids up at 8:30 too. So I figured I'd come on, but I just had my egg sandwich. I was watching Collard Valley Cooking or Farms or whatever her channel is, and she made this egg sandwich. Ugh. She buttered both sides of she buttered the bread. She put it in a toaster oven, not a regular toaster where you lay them in, standing up. And she cooked it, toasted it. Then she put on her sandwich, she put a slice of just regular Kraft cheese, fried an egg in the frying pan, and then she put jelly. I forget what kind of jelly on it. It looked so good. And then for her husband, she used mayonnaise instead of butter on his bread, and no jelly. I want to make that beef dish. You have that sauce for it. Which beef dish? Giggles. Which beef dish? I have a bottle of hoisin sauce, and that's what it calls for, and soy sauce. I have hoisin sauce. I bought it for a recipe like months ago, and I forgot what recipe. So I'm glad I had the hoisin sauce. It's not even been opened yet, and it calls for that. It's simple. This recipe is simple. It's let me go get the recipe. It's right here. I have my heat down. It is windy as crazy out right now. So windy right now. So windy. It calls for a pound of ground beef, 4 teaspoons of ginger minced. I'm not a ginger person, but I'll put a little bit. 6 cloves of garlic, a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of beef broth, half a cup of soy sauce. It says low sodium, but I don't have that one. 4 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. If you can find low sodium, I recommend it. I don't have low sodium one. A half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, but that's optional, and I won't be putting that because we don't like hot stuff. 10 ounces of linguine, fettuccine, or spaghetti, which I have spaghetti already cooked. I did buy a box of linguine, but I have big pot of spaghetti cooked, so I'm going to use some spaghetti noodles. A tablespoon of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water, and you can top it off with the sliced green onions, which I probably won't do. I don't care about making it look pretty. Goes right in. So that's a simple recipe, and it looked really good for Mandy in the making. I can't wait to. I know. I've been wanting. I found another one this morning on Amber at Home. That's another channel I watch once in a while, and it's one pan cheesy sausage pasta. It's those. I have tons of those Hillshire Farm sausages. Those go like a U shape. Tons of it because I had free coupons, so I have in my freezer stocked. And it takes just the shells, the round, like the shells. So I have tons of those shells that I buy, but I never know what to do with. So I'm gonna try that recipe too at some point. But I have a bunch of recipes. I have so many in those folders that I've months and years ago I wanted to make, and I just shoved them in the folder and I never got to them. So I have to go through those folders. I also want to do a series, maybe a couple videos in a series of I'm going to show you the cookbook I have. Uh, I'm going to show you my cookbook. Okay. So, one of my favorite channels for recipes and things that I found a couple years ago is the Dining on the Dime. Now they're dining on a dime to grow rich. They've made a lot of money on their cookbooks. It's cheap, simple recipes. You don't spend a ton at the grocery store. So I got the Dining on the Dime, and then I got the other volume. I sent Crazy Irish the gluten-free one they just came out with. It's Eat More Ways to Eat Better and Spend Less, and they have a website where a lot of recipes are on there. They do live streams. They have planners and things like that. I just got the other day they were giving away a free ebook set. It had all kinds of ways. It was like a 6-part ebook set. And if you entered a coupon, and they didn't have the coupon code in the description, but she said it in the video. So only the people that watched it to the end and got that code, if you typed it in, it was totally free. And then I downloaded it into my computer and I watch it. It's really good. It tells you all kinds of ways to save money at home, not eating out. So I think what I want to do is make a bunch of recipes out of this and do a series strictly cooking out of this book. But this one, her name's Tara, and her mother Jill. Her mother Jill's so cute. But this book is a 20th anniversary edition, and she has like her life story in there. She went through a lot. She has shopping lists. And then some of these recipes literally have her grandmother's recipe cards, and grandma's maple syrup. And I've made a few things out of it. It's got look at these recipe cards, old recipe cards with the writing and everything, but basic bread dough. Yeah. And then you can use it to make the cinnamon or the herb. It's doing things for way less money. And this one was the newer one, but look at the pictures. Oh my God. And her husband does a lot of the IT work. Her son does a lot of the videos and the pictures, and they send these they make these recipes books up, and they don't have like a fancy publishing company. I think they do it all themselves. And they literally showed videos where their truck delivering the books got stuck on their road and they had to unload the truck down the street, put it in their garage. They ship all the books right out of their own home. They do everything. So I think I'm going to do some like a series on just recipes out of my Dining on a Dime cookbooks, because they're really good. She even does bath bombs and bath salts, the recipes for that, fruit and vegetable washes, baby wipes, skunk smell remover. She does all kinds of stuff, drain cleaners, how to organize your kitchen. I love this book. And then there's pages for notes you can write, index, and then leftover index. She really knows how to stretch her money. And watching her for over a year, I started to take some of her suggestions and what she talked about, and that's how we paid off the car early, paid off extra on our mortgage every month, because I was saving money by cooking out of this cookbook. So I really, if it hadn't been for this, but her website has a lot of these. So if you don't want to buy the cookbook, go to her website. Tons and tons of free recipes. Because I started just printing the recipes off her site, and then I love the cookbook. So, and this cookbook, this hard one, they made it so that it folds flat. It doesn't just go halfway because of the binding. They made it so that it's flat, which I liked. they took a lot of the comments from their subscribers. What video? Anyway, so that's what I was thinking. Maybe making a recipe and doing a series on it, a few videos, just strictly out of this book or that book. I've made a few things out of here. Really good. Simple stuff you have at home, and you're not spending a whole crap ton at the grocery store. So it's and she does a lot of live streams where she cooks out of these books. But yeah, so that's what I got planned today. Last night I just kicked back and watched some more Walking Dead. I'm on to the last. I have season 7 is my last one. I got to get more of the seasons, but I don't see them out in Walmart yet where I got those. So I got to look online for Walking Dead season 8 and up. I'm sure when the series is finally finished soon, it'll have all of them out there. Giggles asked me to do a striptease video of me dancing to my pony. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Oh, I'd tune in. I'm not even going to lie. I'd watch it. Can't lie. I would look at that. I'd watch it. Yeah, I didn't do anything this morning but get up. I slept better last night. Probably because I didn't sit down all day and my back didn't hurt me all day. Hey, Vicky. But I didn't sleep long enough. 5 o'clock came so fast. So fast. It was like 10:30 when I went to bed because I had to watch the rest of the one we were watching. So Sierra got accepted to the school. There, she has to. I was reading because I got the enrollment papers. They have to agree to stay in. Where is it here? Students who accept the invitation are expected to remain enrolled until the 9-week exploratory session concludes. So she would have to commit to 9 weeks. And they're very strict. It's contingent on good grades, attendance, and discipline records over the years. So she has until the 28th to send this in, to agree and to enroll. And then we have to go. Well, she has to go for, she has to pass English and math and go there for a test. And it's on Saturday, April 9th from 7:45 to 10 o'clock. So I'd have to drop her off. She'd do the test. And if she passes her math and ELA, then she, but the thing is she just missed 3 days, and, she's missed a lot because of being sick, from getting sick at school. So I don't know if they would make allowances for that because of what's been going on in all the schools lately. I don't know. So she doesn't know what she wants to do. Her friends all say they wanted to go because they got accepted, but they don't want to go because it seems much more stricter. And I was talking to her dad last night, and he's like, she's got to, I said, this is going to be on her. I said, she's got to get up in the morning. He goes, yeah, she's got to be more responsible. So I don't know. Because I'm not going through a battlefield every day trying to wake her up. Just not. And then she'll do badly if she doesn't. So I don't know. And I'm not bringing my car tomorrow. the lady called and said the guy wouldn't be there because I wanted him to take a ride with me. So we scheduled it for next Tuesday. I don't know if I told you that yesterday. Mayhem, do it as a premiere so you can be in the chat. Yes. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. It is so windy out there. It started thundering and thundering last night. Around 10 o'clock, it started thundering. We heard a big crash, and then I saw a lightning bolt out the window. I'm like, oh, I hate those storms. So, what's everybody's plans for today? What are you guys all doing? I'm hoping that you guys are out prepping, getting items that you need for your house. I would stock for a year on pastas, rice, things that you cook with your meals like broths. If you're not going to pressure can them, I would stock a year's worth. I really would. None of this 3 months crap. I would stock because 3 months is going to get us from now, March, April, May, June. I would stock. I really would. The prices are just going to get higher, and we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. A good year, you feel secure. You don't have the stress on your shoulders of knowing that you're going to have to buy food and get to your jobs. And I was talking to my friend yesterday, going to ladies' Bible study and going to store. Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday that I drive her daughter to school. And she drives 20 miles each way to the hospital that she works at. She's a ER trauma nurse. And 20 miles each way. That's a lot of money in gas right now. She has the option to work some extra hours, and because they're letting all the traveling nurses go that they hired when they forced on their own employees. So a lot of traveling nurses came in. Well, they're letting them go now. A lot of them that were working steadily are now per diem. They don't need them as much. Yeah, she said, but it's still a problem. The whole virus is still a problem at their hospital. They're still seeing a lot of cases. I said, yeah, because it's not gone yet. Just nobody's talking about it. She goes, yeah, you're right. And now after things she's seen, she's not even getting her daughter vaccinated. Like, smart move. She had to. She was forced to keep her job, but she's not getting her daughter. She's right there on the front lines, and she sees it every day. It is so windy right now. Gosh. So, yes, go out and get some stuff. Just do it. Wow, Vicky's. Yeah. And you see how the president was pushing for everybody to get back into the offices and go to work back and stop the remote. Why on earth, with the rise of prices in the gas, are people going to want to go driving back to work right now? It makes no sense. You're driving to work just to pay for your gas to go back and forth to work. You're not making any more money off it to really pay your house bills. Now is the time to stick with remote work. If you can do it in the office, it makes more sense. You're going to keep your employees if you give them that option. If you make these employees go into these offices with an hour or two commute, you're going to lose your good employees if you don't let them get that option of staying home. I'm telling you. Because if I had to go to an office, there'd be no way I'd be driving right now with the prices of gas. If it's a job that you can do remotely like you've been doing through this whole virus, there is no reason why they should be making their employees continue to go to the office. If you've been doing that remote all along for the last year or two to stay healthy from the virus, your employees are they're valuable to you. You need to make them happy and make them survive because they shouldn't be just paying to go to work. You're paying to go to work. That's it. I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, you know what? What you pay me is not enough at the end of the week to get there and back every day and then still support my family. Nope. That's what they should not be pushing going back into the offices just because COVID is gone. Yeah, think of how much money you're going to save if you stay home and work from your home like you've been doing. These companies, if they're not willing to pay you more to compensate for the fuel, they're going to be pissing off a lot of people they're expecting to come back to these offices. 2-hour commute. Some of these people I know that live around here drive to Boston over an hour twice a day. My sons used to drive 2 hours to get to near New Hampshire to go to work every morning and every afternoon, come back. And that was on their time. They didn't get gas mileage and they didn't get paid until they got there and clocked in. So that was 2 hours of their time every day that they didn't get paid for. They got rid of that job fast. They wanted Chris to go work out there with them. And I said, no, you're 20 minutes from here. Anything ever happened to me or the kids, you'd be home like that. Anything ever happened to your truck on the way, you would be able to get AAA and get home and get it to where you needed to go. I said, you're not driving 2 hours each way and not getting paid for it. Just not happening. Nope. There's more to think about when you have a job than the benefits. And I've had to explain that to Chris over the years because it's something it took a long time for me to realize. You may get health insurance and dental insurance, but let me tell you, our health and dental is so expensive. It went up $100 this year, with this new job. $100 a week it went up. And our deductible is still so high that I'm still paying mega prices for these office visits. So what good is this insurance? We could have paid way less if I didn't have insurance. So you have to think about when you take a job offer, the time it's going to take you to get there, the wear and tear on your car. Are you going to have the time to go and maintenance that car, or are they going to be working you to death? Sometimes taking a job closer to home for less money is the more sensible thing to do. He found that out with this job because he was stressed to the max with that last job. They piled the work, and then they let him go and used him as a scapegoat because they didn't work their trucks properly. And this new guy, the new job, less jobs each day. They tell you to slow down and take your time. They don't make you drive in unsafe conditions, unlike the last job. They were out there no matter what. And he's so less stressed, coming home at normal times instead of 8, 9 o'clock at night. I have never seen gas prices so high. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm telling you, I have a friend that works for Sunoco, and I have another friend that works on the gas pumps. He goes and he does installing these gas pumps, but they're a new kind of gas pump, and it's a newer way to do it electronically. And several of these people I've talked to in management, not working in a gas station, they're in the management getting the fuel, said they're looking at least $10 a gallon by June. At least. And it's just going to keep going up. Let's see. Her boss said no, then turned away and said he will think about it. I wish she could just get a closer and better job. Yep. I got to get gas today, Vicky says. Yeah. Well, Giggles, I love you to death, but I know this has all changed since the president's changed, but it is what it is, no matter whose fault it is. So every time someone comments, well, thank you, Brandon, or thank you, this one, or thank you, that one, we got to stop thinking that way and start just thinking, okay, this is what it is. So we need to prep. Blaming whoever it is doesn't get us anywhere. We just need to focus. And this is why I've always said, this is just me. Since I've been 15 and I've been out on my own, we've gone through several presidents, but nothing has changed when it came to I had to pay rent, I had to pay gas, I had to pay insurance, I had to buy food. None of those things have changed because of who was in office. Yes, this all went up, but my responsibilities of raising a house has not. So I don't give a crap about who's president because they're all going to do what they want. No matter who's in office, it's never going to be for us. So thinking about who's making these decisions, I don't care anymore. I just prep. I just constantly prep. I don't stop. I'll take a day or two here, but I mean, my mind is still going, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? It is the people behind them, but it's never going to change for us. It's never changed in the 20 years, 30, 40 years. My parents had to pay rent and buy food and get gas and insurance and all this other crap, and I've had to do the same thing. So I don't care who's making the rules because nothing we've said has made a dent anyway, or we wouldn't have been in this situation. Nothing we can do. You can vote till you're blue in the face, but look how that turned out. We're still going to have these same responsibilities in our daily lives every day. We just need to prepare. That's all. So Potato Head said he was going to place sanctions on Russia. He says a lot of things. He says a lot of things. And when you see Paskey up there, whatever her name is, the minute she gets asked a question that she don't like, she's on the defensive. The minute people start talking about how bad he's done, she's on the defensive and she's looking down on the news people act like down on them. You're not going to get anywhere with these people. Crazy Irish going live in 16 minutes. Okay. Yeah, Giggles. Your mama was a smart woman. She paid off her house. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She was setting you guys up so you'd be all set. That house you have is the biggest asset you will ever have. Don't let your family ruin it, destroy it, break it down. Don't, because that's your asset right there. That's going to be something that you can use for your retirement. You could have that house up until you retire and sell it, and you'll have but not if it's trashed or not taken care of. Don't let them live there and not pay nothing because you're going to need to make repairs on that house. It's just going to age. That house is going to age. It's going to need things. I'm learning this stuff now. I was so stubborn and didn't pay attention to my dad and what he was telling me. And I'm learning. It's happening to us all the time. Just Josh. Just Josh. Is he the one with Prepper Tribe? I recognize the name. He's funny as all hell if that's the same one. Oh my God, he's hilarious. I just love watching him. If that's the same one, let me go and pull that up on my... Hold on. I got so many tabs open. Oh, yeah, that is. Oh my God, he is freaking hilarious. I'm subscribed to him. Oh my God, he is freaking hilarious. Oh my God. The way he moves in his chair, he just cracks me up. He is just the perfect YouTuber. Oh my God. I may not comment a lot, Just Josh, but I watch you guys and I keep quiet. I lurk. I'm not going to lie. But ever since you popped up with Proper Tribe, you are just awesome. I don't even care what you say. I just like watching you. Just watching you sit in your chair and the way you move. I could so hang out with you and just have a ball. There's not many people I can say that to, but I think in person, you'd be like a trip to hang out with. Go watch him if you guys don't know him. Freaking hilarious. But he does say a lot of things that open up your mind too. Yeah. Oh God, you made me laugh. See, I'm crying because I just love watching you. The way you bounce in your chair. Go sub to his channel, guys. I have it right here up on my screen because he is just so freaking funny. I will be dead before my house is paid off. I'm working on that right now with Chris. We've got just the braces left to pay now and the house. So with once he goes back in the summer, it's really banging out the work. I'm going to be going back to paying extra on my principal like I did all last year. I got it down quite a bit. Investors are buying houses to charge it ridiculous. Yeah. Isn't I thought TJ Preps has said something in her video about they were going around her neighborhood and buying up the houses. And I guess the neighbor next door took the offer apparently or something. That's what I gathered from her video. But yeah, your house is your biggest asset you'll ever have. That's why I want to pay mine off. Pinball had it right. Pay it off. And that's how these people did it. They didn't order out. They cooked from this and all that extra money that they didn't, and they bought used everything. And they bought a place. They lived in Colorado, but the book sales and building up their YouTube and their website, and then eating out of this, they saved and were able to pay extra on their mortgage, and they paid their house off way early. Oh, you got me laughing this morning. Love to see you cooking your meals. I'm a mess in the kitchen, dude. A mess. I'm not even gonna lie. This is me. Pretty much every day. I'm not gonna lie. This once in a while I'll not throw my hair up, but I don't care. I'm not here to make people fall in love with me. Trust me, I'm an old fogey. I do my channel, Just Joss, in case you haven't heard, but I do my channel because I want something for my grandchildren and my kids to see when I'm gone, when I'm passed away. And I want them to look back and say, okay, she was a dingaling in more ways than one. She didn't always cook good foods, and she always had stains on her clothes from cooking, and she did some stupid shit outside when she was gardening. I didn't get it on tape, thank God, on video, because you guys I couldn't even, but I fell. I tripped backwards in my garden area over a fence, and I spilled fish emulsion all over me. I smelled like a Walking Dead zombie, probably. It was nasty. And but yeah, I want my kids and my grandkids to see me after I'm gone and know the real me. Know what their grandmother was a dingaling. Hey, Firefly, and kicking it. Sandra Moody. And I don't want to have to spend hours getting all pretty, like, Mandy in the Making. She's always got her makeup on and beautiful. And there's a few other the recipe ones. I get all my recipes from other people. I have no creativity. Y'all know that. I cannot create my own thing. I can't even make a recipe sometimes that looks good, come out good. Hey, CJ. Yeah, so this is me. I keep this sweatshirt over here in case I get cold. So it always looks like I'm wearing the same thing, but I have two of these. I stole Chris's too. So I always have one over here to put on when I get cold. And most of the time, that's what you see me wear. But I only wear it for an hour or two until I warm up. So it's not like I wear it all the time. But I'm always in the same clothes. Why get dressed up? when I'm just home. Oh my god, yeah, when Chris that lightning storm. I was telling him last night, Firefly, when it started thunder and lightning, and it was my bedtime, of course. I had to go in my room all by myself. I'm like, this is why I don't like these storms. I kept flashing back because I still see the tree with half the bark missing going up on one side. They never cut the tree down. It's like, I don't want to go to bed because Chris sleeps on the couch. You all know that because he snores so bad. We wouldn't still be married if we had to sleep together. So I had to go in my room by myself, and it was thundering and lightning. Yeah, holy shit. I'm 100% fake. I'm a holographic person on a green screen. The whole green screen thing, you know what? I don't have the patience to deal with all that kind of crap you guys deal with on here. The beautiful backgrounds and the countdowns on your intros and oh my god, that's just so much work. Y'all can see my messy house. I brought up all my pasta out of the freezer this morning. I got like 12 boxes of pasta sitting over there. I'm so tired of boxing up pasta or vacuum sealing pasta. But I gotta do it because now I have more room in my freezer. We are eating more out of it. So I'm going to make another order at the butcher shop. I'm gonna let them package it in the plastic bags and then the butcher paper because I'm still using stuff for over a year that I got from them and everything's fine. And so it's going to save me. It's $1 more a pound sometimes, not all the time for this stuff. Like the ground beef is like $5 a pound, but at a regular store it's $4.99 a pound anyway, and on sale it's $3.99. For me, I'd rather pay that extra $1 a pound to have them package it in the plastic and then the butcher wrapping, so I don't have to waste time vac sealing. I don't have to waste my bags. I don't have to run my vac sealer and burn it out because I've already gone through 2 vac sealers. I don't want a green screen. Where would I put it? Right here behind me, and then I trip over it every time I get up to go get a water, or I don't need all that fancy stuff. Yeah, I'll see my kitchen. It's a tiny little kitchen. We went to the butcher shop, but it was next door to the store that we went to was next to the butcher shop. It's the same building, but it's a separate room. Thank you, Mayhem, but no, I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I love my intro, and when I get tired of that one, I'll make another one maybe, but I'm not tired of that one. Sometimes I forget to put it in my videos. I'm just not all about all that. I don't need a polished. I'm not looking to grow my channel huge into the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That's not me. I like my smallness because when you guys comment on my videos, I can go and see them and I can respond to every comment. I try to. I don't want to have so much that I can't correspond with you guys. I think less is better for me. $5.69 a pound? Holy crap. Yeah, at Ed Stearns, it's about that probably, or unless it's gone up. I haven't gone in a long time. Yeah, I don't like those countdowns. I'm going to be honest, when you guys put countdowns on your videos, I don't really particularly care for them. It's loud and annoying. To me it is. That's why I don't want one on mine. Watching a number go down, not my thing. $8 for bread? Powdered milk? $100? Holy crap. I don't use that much powdered milk. I just use some. Where did I put it? In my raisin bread, I think it was. That's the only time I've opened up my powdered milk yet. Gotta get dressed before Crazy Irish. Oh, I forgot she's going live. That's right. Didn't know she was planning on it. Hold on. 9 o'clock. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to sign off. I've been on for 49 minutes. That's about right. Yeah, to each is their own. Nothing to say it's not good, Mayhem. It's just not I'm very impatient person. So watching I like to get right to a video. I'm that way with the cooking videos I watch too, and my channels, my cooking channels, my gardening. I skip over the intros to get right to when they're talking. That's because I'm a very, very impatient person. I have to work on that. I know I do. $8. Oh my gosh. I'm not saying those intros are not cool, but I'm just impatient like that. I just have to get right to it. Right to it. Wow. Yeah, gas is going up, kicking it. That's why I'm so glad. I was telling Chris last night we should have got a second oil tank installed when I wanted to back in 2017. I wanted to get a second oil tank so we'd have two of them and they would be hooked up like a reserve one. And everybody at my job said, no, 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 no. And Chris said, no, no, no. Well, guess what? If we would have had a second one, now they're tall and skinny. So we could fit another one down there. We could have had filled up both of those oil tanks from in the summertime when it was $1.69, if that, and we would be all set. You better believe I am looking into a wood stove, probably put it here. I'll have to find another place for my computer. Getting a wood stove and burning wood for our heat and using the oil for our hot water. Because when we do that, a tank would last us all year. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Mayhem, don't get your panties in a bunch. I'm sorry that my stream is. It's not just you. It's everybody that does it. Like there was another couple channels that did it too. I forget who, but I just has a habit of skipping past all that. That's because I'm impatient. Sorry, I'm impatient. But that's a big thing on YouTube. Those intros. So keep doing them. I love my intro. It's the right length for me. I love my intro. You did perfect on that. But I usually just fast forward and go right to what you're saying because the people when you do your channels and your videos, I like the content of what you're saying and I focus on that more. Anyway, yeah, wood cook stove is what I want to get one and a second oil tank, but it costs money. You know, and what happens if I do all that and then we lose our house somehow? You know what I mean? Or we fall on hard times and we can't pay our house off. I don't know. I got a lot going on in my brain. But all right. Anyways, go to Crazy Irish. She's going live. So I will panties are in a bunch. You're probably not wearing any, Mayhem. Go over to Crazy Irish, okay, guys? Did she put the link there? Crazy Irish? Yeah, she did. All right, guys. I'm gonna sign off. It's been almost an hour. I'll see you over there. Bye. I gotta hit the right buttons.